to just contradict everything you just said in the blink of an eye. I have no problem with that. And just moving forward as if, yeah, no, I've been consistent this whole time. Yeah, no. Insane, man. It's insane what this religion does to you. A demonic insane, man. It's insane what this religion does to you. A demonic demonically stupid. Man, demonically stupid. It's insane. We laid the groundwork. We laid the foundation because I know you're a Muslim. I know you guys are dishonest. I know you guys, as soon as something goes against your religion, you're going to just denounce all reality. I know that.
Min bror.
That's why I established a foundation before moving forward in any argument with you guys to avoid wasting time. And the foundation we set, you said it out of your own freaking mouth. Okay, yeah, the scriptures it's in the previous scriptures in the Bible. Yeah, those are the previous scriptures. I don't like the word Bible, but yes, yes, I'm with that. You said it out of your own mouth. Now all of a sudden that the Bible ain't the previous scriptures. Get out of here, bro. Can't talk with people like this. Can't do it.
Peter min bror. Min far väldigt ung.
Why not? I guess I should.
I'm telling you, based on the what.
So where in the Quran does it say? You give me a verse now. Where in the Quran does it say that the gospel and the Injil are gone? Because you've just been making a bunch of claims. I've been giving you the verses.
What says in the Quran that
show me, bro. Show me where it says the Torah and the gospel are gone.
Maybe if you're here, it doesn't say that. It says.
That was the claim you guys were making. You said that they're gone. Where in the Quran does it say that they're gone?
My dear brother,
But you see from my perspective, though, how I have to you can't just make a claim.
This will in our religion is for you to question. I'm telling you, based on.
Another thing you could do is just eliminate anybody being able to vote until they reach the same age that they could become president of the United States.
Is that not 35?
Mm-hmm.
So you think that everyone under 35 should lose the right to vote?
Why shouldn't everyone under 35 be able?
That was the most boomer shit I've ever
Why
heard.
shouldn't everybody under 35 be able to be the president of the United States?
Well, because they don't have the... But they're still...
Why? Answer the question.
Because they do not yet have the experience in politics to run an entire country.
But you can't be president.
Legislatively, below 35, from 18 to 34, all of these people are impacted at the same level.
No, they're not all impacted at the same level. People between the ages of 18 and 25 are mostly living at home. And their parents are the ones who are mostly impacted by legislation, not them. And their parents should actually probably have more say than them because they're dependents on them. If the founders didn't think you should be president of the United States till you were 35, I don't think they wanted you to vote either. Another thing you could do is just eliminate anybody.
What's this one gonna be?
Is this a question that Christians can't answer? Well, listen to this Christian's answer.
This is part one of questions Christians cannot answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. The Christian...
I'm not gonna do it again. A dragon eye water bottom. Just show me the English of it. Okay. That's nice. Sure. Ooh, Gothic Christmas. Why don't you check that out? tomorrow. Maybe I watched him, maybe I didn't. There. The bubble has burst. Yeah, okay. Man, well, I'm not seeing anything. It's gonna start you up.
Lisa är rolig och jag är smart. Lisa är rolig och jag är smart.
This is funny and I'm smart.
Jag är snäll och Lisa är rolig.
So, I am nice and Lisa is funny.
Anna är min syster.
Anna is my sister. Anna är min syster.
Min son är ung.
Min son, my son, är ung, is young. Okay, so what was there here? Yeah.
Erik
och Sara. Erik och Sara.
Lyssnar på musik.
Listen to music. Jag simmar ofta.
Jag tycker om schack.
Yes, I like chess. Ja, jag tycker om schack.
Han spelar ofta piano.
Han spelar ofta piano.
Ja, vi tycker om musik.
Ja, vi tycker om musik. Du simmar ofta, eller hur? You often swim, right? Yes,
ja.
Go camping.
Ja.
Tälta. I think that's it. Yeah. We play chess together. Vi spelar schack tillsammans. Ja.
Du seglar, eller hur?
Du seglar. You sail, eller hur? Right? He often plays piano. Spelar ofta piano. He often plays piano.
Min son spelar ofta piano.
Min son spelar. My son often plays piano.
Vi seglar aldrig men tältar ofta.
Tälter. Speaks.
Vi seglar aldrig men tältar ofta.
We never sail, but probably go camping. Build that. Patient. Camp. Campa.
Campa.
Campa. Seems like the more normal version, but okay. Okay. Umlaut's not the O. Whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. This with an A, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Seek. LYSS. YSS. Lyssnar.
Nej, jag seglar aldrig.
Nej, jag seglar aldrig. Jag simmar ofta. Alright. Back to the beginning. I think I'll actually do a review at the end of this. That'll be nice. And then I can move on to the next one. Sometimes. Ibland. And see if I can find something to waste a little bit of time on here.
Watch how this veteran goes to jail for what he did in court.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You have been before this court. You were telling me that you had some violations. You told me you hit your neighbor with a 5-pound hammer.
3 pound, and I didn't hit him. I sliced the top of his head. He got 1 stitch, and he was out of the hospital in half an hour.
What happened with that case?
I went to jail for 30 days.
I know you're a veteran from Korea, right?
Korea, I was on the front lines when they signed the truce.
So you were in Korea, you came back home, you were a veteran, you had problems with your neighbor. As a result of those problems, you actually served time in jail?
The worst thing that happened to a human being.
You never had any record of anything?
No. The corporal that came to my house looking for the 3-pound hammer, he found a regular hammer. He said, I got it. He didn't even have the right hammer. It was a joke and a half.
You admit that you hit him with a hammer, but they convicted you with the wrong hammer.
Yeah.
How old are you?
86 years old, going on 91. I'm an old man and I'm tired.
The last time you were here, you said you're going to hibernate like a squirrel.
I have been hibernating. I don't go out. I'm bipolar. I'm taking Zoloft for problems between the ears.
You showed the ticket to Inspector Quinn.
I couldn't find a parking place, so I parked half on the parking place and half.
What were you doing at the courthouse?
I had to go pay the restitution.
Inspector Quinn.
Ron, I don't think I'm going to live to see 86 years old, and everything he's been through, and based on the explanation, he was half in, half out. The city will move to dismiss.
I agree with Inspector Quinn. We're going to dismiss this ticket.
Thank you very much.
You don't have any hammers with you, do you?
I got 3 upstairs. We'll just pick one like they did already.
Thank you for your service to this country. We're proud of your service to this country.
Thank you.
And good luck to you.
I'm on my way out, but I'm trying to hang in there.
You're not on your way out. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Fight. You're a Federal Hill kid. Keep fighting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. You're free to go.
Thank you very much.
Watch how this veteran goes to jail for what he...
No. Of course it has no get rid of this. Okay. Alright.
You will, I promise. The Quran is a miracle. What is it? You will, I promise. The Prophet did not read or write. How is that a miracle? That's a miracle. How is that not a miracle? Did he write it? He did not write the Quran. Physically? Yeah, did he write it? He didn't write it physically. So he had other people write it for him? He memorized it. How is that a... He memorized it? Yeah, he memorized it. No, he forgot the Quran. The Quran was memorized. It was in his heart. What are you talking about? Jibreel. He doesn't... At this point... Sorry. We're talking about truth. No. You've insulted my prophet.
No, I promise. Guys, I promise. Wait, are you saying that? Don't run from me. Don't run. Don't use that as a cop out.
I'm getting mad.
Don't get mad. Don't play the victim. Sahih Al-Bukhari, 5038. It says, Allah's apostle heard a man reciting the Quran at night and said, may Allah bestow his mercy on him, as he has reminded me of such and such verse of such and such surahs, which I was caused to forget. That's a cut. You will, I promise.
Did this one to me too. Cognazios? I have no idea what that is, but okay. Think twice before picking up hitchhikers. Blech. Poor Irish people. Alright, hold on a second.
Frozen in time.
Okay. Why does all of this seem so useless?
I don't.
No thanks. This gets kind of old. Be nice not to see it. Yeah, this will work.
One of the biggest objections I run into when I'm having conversations with people, objections to the existence of God, is the evolution.
That's why it's being so freaking
like,
weird.
well, evolution. One of the biggest objections I run into when I'm having conversations with people, objections to the existence of God, is the evolution. They would hear slogans like, well, evolution has disproven Christianity. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to show a section of the film that talks about that particular topic. But the film is going to have a bunch of different topics we'll cover as well.
Awesome. Let's do it. I'll pull it up here.
In my book, Darwin's Doubt, I discuss a problem that Darwin understood about his own theory, even in 1859 when he published The Origin of Species, and that is that the pattern of appearance of new forms of life in the fossil record does not match the branching tree pattern that he presented in The Origin of Species. But instead, in the fossil record, new forms of life arise very abruptly. And there's one particular such event in the history of life that's especially dramatic. It's known as the Cambrian explosion. Most of the first animals arise during the Cambrian period, and these first animals exemplify very new ways of arranging body parts and tissues called a body plan. On my shelf here, I've got a trilobite fossil, and this particular one has
Min man vaknar alltid tidigt. Alltid tidigt.
My husband always wakes up early. Reda.
Vi seglar aldrig men tältar ofta. Vi seglar. Aldrig. Men tältar ofta. Vi seglar aldrig men tältar ofta.
You have to go sailing, but often go camping.
Musik. Katt. Gitarr. Lärare.
Teacher.
Medan. Vi simmar och tränar.
Vi simmar och vi swim och tränar.
Anna bakar ofta en tårta. Anna bakar ofta en tårta.
And often bakes cake.
Ja, jag spelar ofta piano.
Ja, jag spelar. Ofta. Ofta piano. Yes, I often play piano.
Mer.
More.
Men.
But. Medan. Wow.
Kanske.
Maybe.
Ris. Ja, jag tältar.
Ja. Yes. Jag tältar. Okej. Yes.
Hus.
House. Stad. City.
Bra.
Good.
Han.
He.
Hon lyssnar på musik, eller hur?
Hon lyssnar. Hon lyssnar på musik. To music. Eller hur?
Min familj tittar på TV.
Min familj, my family, tittar, watches, tittar på, So it's like looking at or watching TV.
Men du dansar alltid.
Men du dansar alltid. Vi.
Men du dansar alltid.
But you always dance. Men du dansar alltid.
The phenomenon of interest is the information in DNA. What cause now in operation produces digital information?
Mer.
Well,
Mer.
there's only one.
Alltid.
Alltid. Always.
Dator.
Dator. Computer.
Gitarr.
Bräda. Ja.
Ja. Ja. Tycker om.
Fuck. Yes, I like chess.
Ja, vi tycker om musik.
Ja, vi tycker om musik. Yes, we like music. Ofta eller.
So they called all these people
to
the UK back in November of 2016 to have this meeting, and they heard a lot of people complaining about the current theory of macroevolution.
Hon vaknar tidigt och bakar bröd.
Hon vaknar tidigt.
Darwinism is
och
dying.
bakar bröd. And bakes bread. You dance while you shower, right?
Du
Dansar. Medan
du duschar. Eller hur? Jag tittar på TV medan jag pluggar.
Jag tittar på TV medan jag pluggar. Stark. Ja.
Ja. Ja. Tältar.
It's like okay.
Ja, jag tycker om fotboll.
Evolution doesn't explain why there's something rather than nothing. Evolution doesn't explain why the universe is exquisitely fine-tuned for life. Evolution can't explain the origin of life.
Ibland eller alltid.
Han målar medan jag spelar piano.
Målar.
Han målar medan jag spelar piano.
Medan jag spelar piano. He paints while I play piano. M-A-L-A-R.
Nej, jag seglar aldrig.
Nej, jag seglar aldrig. Ever.
Aldrig.
Go sail. She wakes up early and works out. Hon vaknar tidigt. Och tränar.
Jag städar ditt rum och din bil.
Jag städar. Städar. Clean. Städar.
Städar.
Ja, ditt rum. Och din bil.
Hon simmar ofta, eller hur?
Hon simmar. She swims ofta. Ja. Eller hur? Right.
Jag lyssnar på musik medan jag duschar.
Jag lyssnar på musik medan jag duschar.
These are discoveries that I have argued point to a designing intelligence, and indeed a designing intelligence with the attributes that traditional theists, Jews and Christians, for example, have long ascribed to God: transcendence, intelligence, great power, and a willingness to be involved in the creation. This is not a time to give up on religious belief. Instead, I think science is now pointing us back to God and helping us rediscover what I call the God hypothesis.
The ideas that you put forward in this documentary, as far as I understand, represent to some extent the thought journey that you went on from atheism to Christianity. Is that a fair assessment, or how would you state that?
Ja, jag tycker om fotboll.
Because so I was an atheist.
Ja, jag tycker om fotboll. Vi spelar boll tillsammans. We play soccer together. Listen to music while I shower.
Ja, lyssnar på musik medan jag duschar.
She wakes up early and bakes bread. Hon vaknar lite upp och bakar bröd. You dance while you shower, right? Du dansar medan du duschar. Eller hur? Dance while you shower, right? Hon vaknar lite upp och tränar. She wakes up early and works out.
Jag vaknar tidigt.
I wake up early.
Min fru spelar fotboll.
Min fru spelar fotboll. My wife plays football. Soccer. Yes, yeah.
Ja.
I like soccer.
Ja, tycker om fotboll. Du bakar ofta en tårta, eller hur?
Bakar. How's this gonna be spelled? Okay, I'm gonna assume it's that. Du bakar ofta en tårta, eller hur? You often bake a cake, right?
Mindset behind making this film
was to show ofta. I often show.
Anna bakar ofta en tårta.
Anna bakar ofta en tårta. Anna often bakes a cake.
Anna bakar ofta en tårta.
Overly pushy, right? Because I've watched a few documentaries that are Christian documentaries, and it just feels like you're getting yelled at. And so I wanted to just basically say, here's the evidence. Take it. And it's
my husband always wakes up early.
And so at the end of the film, one of the things that I express is that the evidence is there. I challenge you to go and take a second look at it. But I'm not gonna
vaknar alltid tidigt. So my husband vaknar.
I think that we're in a perfect timing right now in Western culture for this type of documentary, because frankly I think
so this is like my husband wakes up always early.
Nej, jag bakar aldrig bröd.
Nej, jag bakar aldrig bröd. No, I bake.
Exploring ideas like panpsychism or panentheism, or even idealism. To me, it reflects that materialism is simply from a
no, I bake always bread.
Insufficient.
No, that's never. Not LT. No, I never bake bread.
Live your life out of. It's insufficient. It's totally boring. It's totally meaningless. And it fails really at every level. And your documentary, I know, goes into a lot of why that is the case. But because that's true, there's a real open door right now for people to, like you said, reconsider.
I listen to music while I shower.
This whole Christian thing, this whole concept that there is a creator of the creation, a personal being responsible for all other reality. And that's an idea that I think it's the way I think about it is, speaking of the fossil record, I almost think of it like everybody started here.
I don't expect that. That's a strange structure. My husband wakes up always early. That's it.
Like you said, I was told
one
that was
in.
true in high school or junior high or Awana or my Christian Bible or whatever. But I wasn't told why it's true. And then I went deeper and I went into and I was taught evolution in high school or college. I went to the University of Florida and I studied a biology class. And my PhD biology professor told me that evolution shows that God is not real. So now I'm in a deeper level of the fossil. I've gone deeper here. I've left these surface things behind.
Yes, people
Your documentary seems to
we
say,
live there.
well, there are some significant problems here,
Vi bor där. Peter är skådespelare. Peter är skådespelare.
Peter is an actor.
Du har en katt.
You have en katt.
Du har en hund.
Du
har en hund.
You have a dog.
Ja, mitt jobb är intressant.
Ja, yes, mitt jobb är intressant.
Ja, jag är bonde.
Ja, jag är bonde. Yes, I'm a farmer.
Han är skådespelare.
He's and skådespelare, actor. He's an actor.
Är skådespelare.
Han är skådespelare. Yes, ja, mitt jobb. My job
är intressant.
Yes, my job is interesting.
Min man är bonde.
Min man är bonde. My man is or my husband is a farmer. Mitt jobb, my job.
And it seems like the timing of this is really
Du har en.
It is. So originally I was going to.
Yeah, you have a cat. You har en cat.
I mean, it's taken a long. Actually, I think it's been 4 years now. I'm thinking.
I don't know where is.
It's taken a very long time to make it, and originally I was trying to raise money so that I could get it into theaters. And I thought that was my mission.
Lägenhet is
but then a lot of things happen just in the culture and in the world, and I even noticed within the conversations I've been having. You're right.
Bara mitt rum.
And I think it's a good time for people to, because they are questioning it. They're questioning that whole materialistic mindset and realizing it's not sufficient. It doesn't explain the things that we see. And that's actually one of the things I love about Christianity, is because it really is the best explanation. When you look at all of reality and all of the evidence we see within nature,
Where's my room?
through the ideas through philosophy, it's the best explanation for why, for the reality that we find ourselves in.
I guess I should, in closing here, say, like, if someone is interested, wants to watch the film, wants to, I don't know, find out more about you, what sort of call to action?
So the film is available.
She wakes up
it's on all major streaming platforms, Amazon,
See here.
Apple TV,
Okay, still good.
Fandango, so all the major streaming platforms are able
Erik
to
och Anna spelar ofta
and then I also
fotboll.
have my website set up, which will have
Erik and
additional
Anna often
resources.
play
So
football.
after you
Jag
watch
duschar
the
ofta.
film, you'll be able
Ja,
to
duschar
go
ofta.
and dive a little bit deeper
Ja.
into these topics.
Ja,
Again,
jag
I
tycker
can't
om
build an entire case based on an hour and
fotboll.
25-minute film, but
Ja,
what
jag
I can
like
do is
soccer.
pique your curiosity and then hope that you'll go and do more research. So
Mm.
on our website, there will be a tab called Resources.
Vakna
That tab
tidigt.
has all of
You
the
wake up early.
ministries, to all of the
Yeah,
scholars who are in
right.
the film. So I would challenge
Vi
you to dig
spelar.
deeper and take a second look at all of this.
Vi spelar. Fotboll. Tillsammans. We play soccer together. Hon vaknar tidigt. She wakes up early. And works out.
Och
Tränar.
tränar. Anna bakar ofta en tårta.
Anna bakar ofta en tårta. Anna bakes a cake often, or often bakes a cake. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't do the Swedish alphabet again yet. Alright, let's do it.
Why don't you ask this question to Chef Usman?
You know what? Let me tell you something. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you brought it out of me. Have you ever heard of the PPD podcast? It's hosted by a Christian. We talk a lot about politics.
I listen to music while I shower.
Ja,
Lyssnar.
lyssnar på musik.
On his platform.
While I shower.
Medan jag
Duschar.
Was wrong for letting Sam
I listen to music while I shower.
Du bakar ofta en tårta, eller hur?
Du bakar ofta en tårta, eller hur? You often bake a cake, right?
Okay, cool. Let's do it. So he was like,
Du dansar medan du duschar. You dance while you shower.
Eller hur?
Yeah. Right?
Min man vaknar alltid tidigt.
Min man vaknar alltid. My husband wakes up always early, or always wakes up early.
My name's Ali.
You dance. You dance. Well, down. You shot. You dance while you shower, right?
Nej, jag bakar aldrig bröd.
Nej, jag bakar aldrig bröd. No, I never bake bread. Yes. Ja. Ja, I tycker om. Yes, I like soccer.
Allah alone, leave idol worship, leave anything that's from the creation.
Where did I stop?
And the first idol worship happened at the time of Noah.
Whatever, I'm gonna assume it was here.
Then Allah sent Noah. And then Ibrahim, his father, worship. We used to make idols for
Ibland, sometimes.
Bar. Du seglar, eller hur?
Du seglar, you sail. We'll go sailing, you know. You go sailing, eller hur? Right? Bräda.
Du spelar schack, eller hur?
Du spelar schack, eller hur? You play chess, right?
Hon vaknar tidigt och tränar.
Hon vaknar. She wakes up early och tränar and works out.
Ja, vi tycker om musik.
Ja. Vi tycker om musik. Yes, we like music.
Hon vaknar tidigt och bakar bröd.
Hon vaknar. She tidigt wakes up early och bakar bröd. And bakes bread. Soccer. Football. Cat. Dator. Lätt. Easy. Gitarr. Advokat. Lawyer.
Sara dansar medan hon spelar schack.
Sara dansar.
Sara dansar medan hon spelar schack. Sara dansar medan hon spelar schack.
Okay. Sara dansar medan. Sarah dances while. Hon, she, spelar, plays, schack, chess.
Ett piano.
Ett piano.
I mean, Christianity teaches to worship God alone, but you wouldn't say that's Islam, obviously. So what about Jesus and what he taught specifically demonstrates that what he taught and what he practiced was
Alltid. Always.
Min son pluggar aldrig.
My son pluggar aldrig. Never studies. Ofta.
Här.
Alltid.
Mer. Kanske.
Well, yeah, like for example, like submission, everything. If you mean submission, yeah, submission.
Yeah, so he says
du städar din bil och ditt rum.
Du städar din bil, your car, och ditt rum. And your room.
Du. Ja, jag tittar på TV.
Ja, yes, jag tittar.
Tittar på.
That's the verse. That's the whole sentence. You can't cut one part and then say.
Ja, jag tittar på TV.
I came not to do my own will, but the will of my Father who sent me.
Okay. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
How can we trust the Bible if there's we don't know who's Mark to look
Fotboll.
Fotboll, soccer,
musik,
ris,
bil.
Who would you say wrote the Quran?
It was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, revelation straight direct. No human being.
Du simmar ofta, eller hur? You often swim, right?
I can't remember the back of my head, but basically when there was real
Alltid.
Alltid. Lätt.
Säng.
Advokat.
Ja, jag tältar.
Ja, jag tältar.
I did research about it, but I can't remember the name of the companions and all that. And there's a whole chain about it until today. Like basically, when you get an ijaza, somebody memorizes the Quran, he gets the ijaza by a sheikh. The ijaza is the link.
Ja, det där. Hey, with Una Sergen. Camping. You play guitar, right?
Du spelar gitarr. Eller hur?
Play guitar.
Vi pluggar tillsammans ibland.
Vi pluggar tillsammans ibland. We study together sometimes. Vi spelar Bach tillsammans. We play chess together. Right, okay. He plays piano. Spelar piano. He plays piano. No, he paints. Målar. He paints. Medan. Wow. Jag spelar piano. While I play piano. Jag lyssnar på musik. Medan jag målar. I listen to music while I paint.
Nej, jag bakar aldrig bröd.
Nej, ja, jag bakar. Ja. Aldrig, never. Bakar bröd. Bake bread.
Sara dansar medan hon spelar schack.
Sara dansar medan hon spelar schack. Sarah dances while she plays chess.
Jag vaknar tidigt.
Jag vaknar. We wake up tidigt, early.
Ja, räda. Hon tränar ofta, eller hur?
Hon tränar ofta, eller hur?
If you become a Muslim, you gotta reject Jesus and the rest of the prophets.
No, Islam is the only religion that accepts every prophet.
No, you don't. You don't accept. You can't say that you accept the prophets. Ali, you can't say that you accept the prophets.
Ja. Lyssnar på
musik. Medan duschar. Listen to music while I show.
Tittar på TV, eller hur?
Du tittar. You watch TV. Du tittar på TV, eller hur? Right?
Vi seglar aldrig men tältar ofta.
Vi seglar aldrig. We go sailing. Oh, we never go sailing. Aldrig. Men tältar ofta. But go camping often.
Aldrig. Ofta.
Okay.
Jag vaknar tidigt.
I wake up early. Jag vaknar tidigt. Okay. So, I'm gonna get the hard back, then I'm gonna do this lesson, and I think I'll call it done. Beer. And
Nej.
No.
Bröd.
Bread. Where? Advokat.
Sött. Vin eller öl.
Vin eller öl.
So can you give me the hadith that says that the Torah or the Injil is lost? Because you just gave me a hadith that says that the Torah is there.
Vin eller öl.
Not lost. So how are you? I don't understand. How do you say the opposite of what your hadith shows?
Min fru.
When the Jews came to Muhammad
Min
for
fru.
the judgment for the adultery, what did Muhammad say?
Ja, min syster är ingenjör.
Ja, min syster är ingenjör.
And they asked him for a ruling. What did Muhammad say? What was his response? Do you know?
I think it was like
I live in Sweden and she lives in the US.
Ja,
bor i
Sverige.
Och
hon
bor i USA.
Sven är ingenjör.
Is Muhammad like stupid?
Nah, because
Dude, I don't know how to spell that.
Okay, so Muhammad is a smart man and he's a prophet of Allah, right?
Ingenieur. So mouse over the O.
Torah, that means the Torah is there for them to bring, right?
The current Torah at that time, yeah.
In the
Just needs a
7th century,
J.
yes. In Muhammad's time, the Torah was there presently, right?
Span other engineer.
Specific Torah because there's another
Span is an engineer.
that says that most of it was lost, but that's
Stop doing that. Because every time I ask you
Min
to
advokat.
what you say,
Eller.
I can't remember it.
Din
Stop saying
advokat.
things that you can't back
A
up.
lawyer, your lawyer.
Visar min fru.
Just don't say it. Okay? Is that fair to
This,
ask?
look for it for a second.
Yeah, look for where it says the Torah was lost. That most of
This
the
is
Torah
my
is
wife.
lost. What hadith says that, bro?
Give me a second.
You're saying the opposite of what Muhammad says and what Allah says. Congratulations. You have apostated.
Give me a second.
All right, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and play some waiting music so we can go ahead and just feel the dead air, you know? Hope you don't mind.
Visa min fru. USA, United States.
So what days do you stream usually? Because I'll come back another day because it's going to take some time. What days do you stream?
I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Min fru Snap.
Hold on.
My wife is nice.
For that time, I want to tell you something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Not the reason why I cannot trust the Bible, bro. Because look, like it says
What?
two different things.
You cannot tell me that you don't trust the Bible when you have a hadith where Muhammad trusted the Bible. Look, bro.
I'll bring it next time.
You give me the hadith that says that the Torah.
Alright, now let's see what this actually is, because I just directly translated it.
Don't say to me that you don't trust the Bible. Don't say it yet.
Okay, fine. I won't
What
say
do
that.
Mama are engineer?
How can you trust
So that
someone
works.
so if there's so much like
Okay.
like let's say it's for 700 horses, another verse 7,000 horses.
He's a waiter and she's loyal.
Okay, I don't have the verse, but
On the odd.
He said, I believe in you and the one who revealed you. I trust it because
Servitor.
Muhammad trusted it. He's the best
On a
example, right?
servitor.
So why don't you follow him?
So why am I a better Muslim than you?
So why not follow Muhammad?
I am. I'm trusting the Torah and the Bible and the Gospel.
Why are you trusting the Quran?
Because it contradicts the Torah and the Gospel.
Okay, no, don't you know that there's a verse that says, woe to those who change it with their own hands?
It doesn't say that. It says, woe to those who write the book with their own hands, claiming it's from God, seeking a small price. So woe to those for what their hands have written, and woe to those what they earn.
What do you think it's talking about?
I think he's talking about the Quran.
It's talking about the Bible, bro. It's known, like, it's known throughout generations. Like, for example...
What do you mean? It says, woe to those who write
Han
the
lyssnar
book
på
with
musik
their
medan
own
han
hands
tränar.
and claim
Han
that it's from
lyssnar
God.
på
Musik.
musik
Medan
han lyssnar på musik medan han tränar.
Han tränar. He listens to music while she trains. While he trains. Oops. What works out, yeah.
Han.
He.
Mer. Ris.
Ris, ros.
Fotboll.
Fotboll. Så.
Tidigt.
Tidigt. Early. My teacher always dances.
Min lärare. Alltid. Dansar.
Dansar alltid.
But anyways, bro, every role, I care about you, bro. I don't want you to go to hellfire, man.
I'm not gonna go there, brother. Let me say this, man. Ali. Let me say this. First of all, all seriousness. One,
Stor.
thank you for
Ofta.
caring about me. Seriously.
Bil.
Thank you. That shows your humanity. Thank you for caring about me. Thank you for not wanting me to go to hell. I thank you for that.
Ofta.
Thank you for wanting me to have
Seglar alltid.
Thank you for
Hur
that.
ofta går seglar? Eller hur? Right?
Jag tycker om musik.
I'm not going to hell. And you want to know why I'm not going to hell? Because this is what my Lord
Because he has
says.
Jesus.
My Lord says in John chapter 14, verse 1, he says, let not your hearts
I like music.
believe in God.
En sån målar
I got you. Jesus
alltid.
says, this is what the
En
Lord
sån
says.
målar alltid. My son always paints.
Min son pluggar aldrig.
Min son, my son, pluggar aldrig. Never
He says, in my
studies.
Father's house are many rooms.
No, we never go
And if it were
camping.
not
Nej,
so,
vi
would I
täpper.
have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go
Aldrig.
and prepare a place for you, I will
Du sometimes study, right?
take you to myself. That where I am.
Plugga ibland, eller hur? You study sometimes, right? My husband always wakes up early. Min man vaknar alltid.
Does Allah say that? Does Allah say he's gonna come get you?
Allah says forgiveness for us.
Does he say he's gonna come get you?
Min man vaknar alltid tidigt.
Does he say he's gonna come get
Han lyssnar på musik.
We're gonna go to him. He doesn't need to come get us.
He doesn't need to come. Yes, he does. He needs to come get you.
Lyssnar på musik.
He's gonna put us into account.
You know what?
He listens to music.
He's gonna come get you. He says he's gonna come get you.
Han målar medan jag spelar piano. Han målar medan jag spelar piano. Han målar. Han målar medan jag spelar piano. Han målar medan jag spelar piano.
Han målar medan he paints while jag spelar piano. I play piano.
Du spelar gitarr, eller hur?
Du spelar gitarr, eller hur? You play guitar, right? Okay, 2 hours.
Min chef tittar på TV medan han arbetar. Min
chef?
Min chef tittar på TV medan han arbetar.
Tittar på TV? Watches TV?
Min chef tittar på TV medan han arbetar.
Medan han arbetar.
Min chef tittar på TV medan han arbetar.
My boss watches TV while he works. Yeah.
Then we shall parade them about Gehenna, hobbling on their knees. Gehenna is
Good enough for me, man. Yeah, Unit 7 completed.
Gehenna, right here.
Starting up Unit 8 now. But I'm gonna call this done.
Way of translating it, I guess.
Yep. Okay.
So we know what it's talking about. It's talking about hell.
Well, thanks for dropping in. Have a good day.
The disbelievers and the shaitans, the jinn, right? Then we shall parade